Hello artists, Mrs. Castle here. And I want to show you something that is not a great way to shade with any material, including charcoal. Okay, so I'm making gradations this time. And I'm going to show you with each kind of charcoal that I've got. I have vine charcoal, these skinny little sticks, and I have compressed charcoal. Sometimes I see students who are in a big hurry, or they think they're fabulous at what they're doing and they can just do whatever, and they just kind of fill in like that. And then they take whatever blender they're using and they try to smush it all around. And it works okay to smush it all around and fill in with the vine charcoal, but this is supposed to be a gradation. The darkest dark that I can make with it down to the lightest light. And that's not the darkest dark I can make with the vine charcoal. So this would not get full. Okay, so now let's do the compressed charcoal. And use the blending stump to try to make a gradation out of this. This would also not get full points because I can see the strokes of the compressed charcoal underneath the blending. Okay, so yeah, that's neither of these are the best as far as creating a gradation. Now let's watch how to make the best gradation possible. Hello artists, this is Mrs. Castle, and we're gonna discuss making gradations with charcoal. And we're gonna use two different types of charcoal. This is vine charcoal, and this is compressed charcoal. And I'm going to use a pencil to lightly draw my boxes. Okay. And so this is charcoal 2. Okay. And we know that value is the lightness or darkness of a color, and gradations are a constant shift from darkest to lightest. So I'm going to practice twice. Oops. And I am lightly drawing because we don't want the pencil to show when we're done with the charcoal. So don't draw it really dark. I'm going to start with my vine charcoal, and okay, we're going to just dive in. This makes a soft hissing sound as you go across. And at first, it's going to look like it's very, very dark. But as I go and blend with my finger, a lot of it comes off. And vine charcoal is great for very, very, very light valued places. And I want to, and kneaded erasers are great for charcoal because they really pick up the charcoal easily. I'm gonna get this a little bit lighter. Don't leave a white chunk at the end, because we want it to be all charcoal from one end to the other. and I can make this end a little bit darker. Okay, so, and I'm going to practice that a second time. Practice makes better. Okay, I'm going to start blending from the light end so I don't get, I don't smear the dark end too far. Press a little bit harder down here, and I'm going to lighten up my light end a little bit. Not leaving it perfectly white, but we have a little bit of, very light value at the end. Okay, this time I didn't have to go back and darken up this end because I've warmed up a little bit. I've had a little bit of practice. All right, so do fine charcoal twice, and we'll do compressed charcoal twice. So I'm gonna, if you're wearing long sleeves and a light colored shirt, push up your sleeves for this part because compressed charcoal gets very, very dark very, very fast. And I'm filling in most of, I'm gonna get a blending stump for you. This is a blending stump. And remind me to show you something. And this blends a little bit better than my finger does, and because it's small, I can get in the corners. Now this, look how dark that is on the end of the blending stump. You can wipe it off a little bit because you wouldn't want to go back into the light end with that caked up fine charcoal or compressed charcoal on there. But since I've wiped some of it off, I can go back and kind of lighten that up a little bit more. And I can use my kneaded eraser to pick up some of the charcoal. And as you can see, it gets everywhere, so you want to be careful. I'm going to darken up this end a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to, instead of dumping it on the table, I'm going to dump it on the floor, and then I'm going to wipe some of this off. And I have another tool that you can clean these off with that I will demonstrate to you in person. Okay, so I'm going to try it again since I've warmed up and I've had some practice. And I'm pressing lightly, but I'm filling it all in. I'll show you something, or I've already shown you at this point, a little section on what not to do because it's not going to work very well. And so you got to fill in the whole thing. Oops, I should have started at the light end, but this isn't turning out too bad. Dump off the dust on the floor. We never blow the dust across the table towards somebody who's across the table because you don't want this in your eye. It'll not feel good. Now it got warmed up a little bit, and this one's even better because I got down a little bit lighter even with the assistance of my eraser. An eraser is not a punishment. It's not a punishment to use the eraser. The eraser is a tool. We use it to draw just as much as we do with our pencil, charcoal, or whatever. Okay, so practice each one twice, and you're done when you've done it twice with each kind of charcoal. Oh, don't forget your name. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.